Everyone, wow, my voice is not cute. So hi everyone, Lisa here, back with another video. And so sorry that I look like this today. I just wanted to keep my hair out of my face because today isn't a normal makeup look. Today is going to be an eyeliner look. And what I mean by eyeliner look is my friend, particularly Emma, I talk about her a lot on this channel. I feel like I need to do a video with her because I talk about her way too much. Basically, she's always telling me that I have good eyeliner, and like I know a lot of my friends, especially my friends up here, sometimes talk about how they struggle with eyeliner. And this isn't like the typical one I use. I've been using this since school started, so I'm a little bit more comfortable with it, but I'm not a pro at the NYX pointed liner, so this will be interesting. But I want to show like a few different types of eyeliner looks if you are someone who's not that good at eyeliner, if you're someone who wants tips on it and how to like do it. But I am also like a kind of beginner makeup artist. I'm not like going into a makeup artist career or anything. I do it because I like it, but I thought I'd share this video just because it's asked a lot by my friends, and I thought it'd just be like a nice concise video on how to do it. So take whatever eyeliner you're most comfortable with. I've learned that I'm more comfortable with like liquid eyeliners. Like I really like the application, but right now I'm using a felt tip. A felt tip is one that I hear a lot of beginners particularly like because it feels like you're holding a pen or a pencil, and so your hands are more comfortable than when you're holding a typical kind of applicator. And so the first one I'm going to show you guys is the first kind of eyeliner I learned to do, which is the faux eyeliner. And this one is where you don't do your entire eye. What you do is you take your eyeliner pencil and then you only draw in the very ends of the wings. And you can do this in two types of ways, so I'll do it on both sides of my eyes. One is a short wing, which is like very beginner if you're really nervous, and then one is a longer, more emphasized wing. So this is going to be the short one. So this is the faux liner, and that's when you just bring it to the end of your eye. So from afar, it looks like you have like a little wing, and it's cute and it's effortless. And this is like the really tiny, almost like never seen, very effortless one, which makes your eyes have like a little bit more of a point at the end, but it doesn't take up much of your face. It doesn't make people see that you have eyeliner, have eyeliner from far away, but it's like really quick. So from as you can see, it's really simple. You just take, if you have a pencil like this, what I typically do is I make sure that the point I want, which is the slightly higher one, is aligned to the end of my eye. Then I just do my quick line, and that's really it. Cool? So we're going to build off of this one real quick, and we're going to do a slightly more difficult one. And what we're going to first do is we're going to fill these both into the center. This one will make it have like a little bit of that emphasized cat eye, and this one we're going to do a little bit of a graphic liner kind of style. And so I know like the big concern when doing eyeliner is doing it from the inside or the outside. I kind of rotate on how I do it. So I'll do like one going in and one going out if I feel comfortable enough to do both ways for you guys today. And I'm actually doing this looking at the viewfinder. I should definitely do this with the mirror because the viewfinder is not the way you should be doing your eyeliner. It's one of the more detailed parts of your makeup look that you really don't want to ruin, just because ruining it is like your entire look is like, why? And so what I've done is I've kind of thickened up that wing like a typical wing. I never wear my liner like this. I really like the thin kind of liner looks, but I thought I'd do a thicker one for the video. I hate thick liner, I really do. And so the way you do the emphasized cat eye is when you just bring it out a little bit. And it's a little scary if you're like scared of things by your eyes. So what you should do is hope. Like it has to be close to your eye. Like that's really just it. And then you just have to bring it like not even too far. Like I have my eye ends like right here, and I brought it out like less than a centimeter over. Because you don't need that much, because when you have your makeup look, it'll if you wear a really light makeup look, it'll stand out more. And I never go down under my eye, but if you want to have like a faux under eye wing, what you can do is you just bring it up close to your waterline, and then you can just fake it. Because I hate the way under eyeliner looks. I'm not going to complete it, but you see what I mean. You can just continue all the way to the end if you really want it to be emphasized, or you could just leave it right here. Obviously my wing isn't the cleanest because I'm not the best at them, but I wanted to just share like tips from a beginner to a beginner. I feel like that's a great way to learn. Someone who is similar level to you is very, very helpful. So what we're going to do here is we're going to finish up this wing, and then we're going to do a graphic wing that wraps all the way around, because I know those are really popular. Okay, so once you've filled in your liner, if you are doing filled in liner, here you go. It's really basic. So what I do when I fill in my liner is I make sure like the sharper point of like this sort of applicator is more on the outside, so the thinner, the lower part is always like going in, and that just helps me, but like everyone's different. Oh, with a graphic liner, the hardest part for me is always not blinking, because it's really hard if you're working with liquid liner, which is what I typically do. If you blink and you have like creases in your liner, like in your eyelids, it really like messes up the look. So I really recommend trying not to blink. And I know it's really hard, but like you have to. So first we'll start with like the outer part, and my liner's dying because I use it all the time, but that's okay. I can get new liner. I love liner. It's like my favorite thing to apply. Sometimes it's easier going in to out for me when I do things like this. Alright, and so this is typically what it looks like. If it's a little bit of a mistake, all you really have to do is take something to wipe it, and it really helps out. But here you go. And typically you just fill it in with whatever colors you want. And if you're doing a graphic look with different colors, what works is if you do different angle wings. So how I have like the original wing, you can go out a little bit more and then bring it right into where your eyelid actually creases, which is a more difficult way of doing a graphic liner, but if you're using a different color, it will look really cool. So now that we have those, there's one that I was really interested in trying. I did it once, so I'm not the best at it, but it's kind of like something people don't do, which is a bow wing. So we're gonna wipe both of these off and we're gonna do a bow wing. Alright, so I've wiped my eyes. Hopefully the liner still exists. And we're gonna do a bow wing on this eye, and then we're going to do something that normally like beauty gurus never talk about, but a really nice way to do a wing sometimes is if you have black shadow, you can just do it with an angled brush, which I really like to do. And if you mess up, you can always just bring it into your look and like diffuse it and things like that. So first we're gonna do the bow wing, which no one really does, but I think is cool, so I'm gonna do it. And then we'll do the shadow wing over here. So find that edge. Do your typical liner look. So for this one, you're gonna want your wing to go out a little bit more, and it's a little bit more difficult, but it's really cool. So what you do, is you create kind of like a curve. So this is a little scary. You go out and then you write a bow. And then you draw another bow here. And then you can just have like, kind of like the bow ties bottom. Alright, so this is how you can do the bow wing. Obviously, like I have a little bit of mistake right here where I made the line too thick because I wasn't using the point. But here you can see it's like a quick bow liner, which not a lot of people do, but I think is cool. So I wanted to do it. And then over here, we're going to do the shadow liner. So let me get my Drop Dead Gorgeous palette. And we're going to use the black in this one. You get an angled brush, and you just take the amount of black you need, and then just do your wing. So I typically do this in a lot of shadow looks. And you just treat it like you're doing normal eyeshadow, except when you get to the end, you have to like really make it evident that it's a point. And that's kind of like a shadow wing. And then obviously if you mess it up, you can always diffuse it into your look. You can play with it, do something interesting. But I think it's actually really nice. It's just like a quick thing that you can do, especially if you're out of liner and you feel more confident with eyeshadow. It really helps to have that kind of hack. And now, what do I want to do? I want to wipe all of this off my face. And I want to get breakfast because I haven't eaten yet, because I never eat breakfast early because I'm horrible at time management. But I hope like if you're a beginner like me at eyeliner, this is helping you kind of see like how a beginner does her wings and how you can get better at it. And the more you practice, you'll get really good. Trust me, I am horrible, but like people think I'm good at doing wings for some reason. So I always say practice makes better, not perfect. But if you want to do something that most beauty gurus always recommend in their videos is they always recommend putting tape right here along your eye and then just doing your wing like that. I can do that for you if you want to see if it works before putting tape on your own eyes. Alright, bow is off. You take the tape and you align it like right here is typically what they do. And then they take the liner and then you just draw it against the tape. Obviously, I don't normally fill in my liner, but if you wanted to, you could just take a little triangle right here and then just go straight down. And that's how you fill in a triangle. And then they always say that you just pull off the tape, so. That was like a really short wing, wasn't it? Sorry. I was just really nervous about doing a full wing. But here's like a wing using the tape suggestion that they did. And this is in comparison to the diffuse kind of shadowy wing. So like here are your two options. That's like if you really just feel so uncomfortable with liner, like you just cannot. And those are my tips. So if any of these tips helped you out, let me know. If my friends are watching. And are happy that I finally did this, you're welcome, I guess. I'm not that good at it, but I try my best to practice. But yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Merry Christmas!